Good day, YouTube. And welcome to another episode of the Albino beer review. You have me, the Rhino. We're going to drink a beer from... You guys stop fucking texting me? Anyway, we're going to drink a beer from Niagara region. This is the Niagara Oast House Brewers Barnraiser Country Ale. Now, the Barnraiser has been drank by us before. When Oast House first opened, we bought a growler of Barnraiser. So it was the original opening that we got a growler. It's been a year and a half now. This is their flagship beer along with the Saison, the Bière de Garde. Figured we might as well give this another shot, see what it's like. It says it was raised on February 18th, 2014, so it's just over a month old. 5% alcohol by volume, brewed in Canada. Now, see, the thing with this is you could only buy it in a growler before. Now it's bottled, that's awesome. But this is a 750 milliliter bottle. That's still a giant bottle. When you figure that a growler's like 1.9 liters, yeah, you're saving a little bit by having this instead of a growler. You're saving a little bit in size. I mean, it's 2 and a bit of these to be a growler, but that's still a giant bottle. Not that I'm complaining. I love my beer, so giant bottles don't bother me all that much. I'm just a saying it's really limiting the amount of bottles you can drink in a night, and that's not bad because that controls you. But if you're a beer geek that wants to try a bunch of different things, it is bad to have a 750. You'd want to have a 300 to 500 milliliter bottle. If you have a 500 milliliter bottle, you can have 2 or 3 pints, right? 2 or 3 pints and still be fine. Have a good night, enjoy it. Yeah, hell, 5 pints. 5 pints. With this, you could... yeah. Anyway, let's open it up. It has its own caps. So Oast House has some nice caps. That's got it up on the fridge. I'm going to put that right over here. Ooh. Let's close this. Yeah. There we go. That's a pretty beer. It's got that slight reddish hue to it. Full-on gold, basically. Well, no, brass. Let's say brass. Full-on brass. It's that gold with a little bit of a reddy hue. Beautiful head. Listen, look at that head. Look at that head. Ooh. That's a quiet head. That's what you have to have when the in-laws are around. Quiet head. Tiny bubbles in there. They are popping. They're looking beautiful. Smell of the beer. Not much. Not much at all. Now normally, you know, you get a malt smell and all that. You're not really getting that on here. Getting a tiny touch of almost tiny touch of like black pepper and a tiny touch of cedary hops. Nothing else really. Very mellow. Very mellow. Let's try the beer. Cheers. Even the taste, really mellow, very light. I'd say light to light medium bodied, very light carbonation, slight grainy taste. I wouldn't say corny, but grainy. That grainy taste is there now. It's basically the finish. A little touch of sweetness at the forefront. A little touch of pepper in there. And a very, very subtle grapefruit and cedar hop finish. It's almost like a slightly hoppier, slightly spicier, because both of those are very slight tastes in there, but a slightly hoppier, slightly spicier, stock ale. It really reminds me of that. You drink Molten Stock Ale, you drink Mill Street Stock Ale, you're kind of getting that taste, but with a little more hops to it. And because of the peppery taste, a little bit of adjunct. Very easy drinking, and not anything that would offend most people. Somebody might get offended by the little touch of hops in there, but those people are probably going to be guys that are drinking Michelob Ultra. Not that drinking Michelob Ultra is bad before I get trolled for it. I'm just saying you're used to drinking a beer that tastes like soda water, because that's what Michelob Ultras taste like. When I go camping, I like to bring cracked canoe with me every once in a while, because cracked canoe tastes like soda water, and you can just drink it all day and not have a problem. And it is low enough ABV that it hydrates you instead of dehydrates you. So it's a great camping beer. That being said, the people that drink that on the regular might be offended by this. If you drink Moosehead or Coors or anything like that that has a little bit of flavor to it, you could probably drink this. You could probably enjoy it. I'm not saying you're going to like it. It's just like Golden Boy and Hail Mary Ale, for instance. Neither of them are huge, oh my god, I'm going to love these beers, but everybody can enjoy them, and I think everybody could enjoy this if they really wanted to. Actually, there's a tiny fruit ester in there too. As they do Belgian-style ales, and Belgian-style ales predominantly, that makes sense that there's that little peppery taste. It makes sense that there's that little fruity esterness on the background from the yeast. It makes sense that it's so drinkable. Is it something that blows me away? No. Is it something I would normally buy? No. Is it something that I could drink and enjoy at a bar with my buddies? Yes. Is it something I could go to the barn and enjoy pints of for $4 on their $4 pint night? Yeah. Me and my buddies could go have a bunch of $4 pints of this. If I have any buddies left. Anyway, in all honesty, not a bad beer. Not a bad beer at all. Strange beer to me. Strange beer in the fact that I remember it having a lot more flavor when we tried it that first time. I do see this as being a beer that could get into almost any establishment, and that might be what they were going for. And with that, they did a good job. Yeah, there's nothing else to really say. Thank you guys for watching. What would I give this out of 10? I don't know. Really, it probably should get a 5 for my rating, because it's a meh beer. I have no problem drinking it. Again, I could pay for it at a bar, but I don't think you know what? I'll move it up. I'll move it up a little bit to a 6, because I do think it is very accessible to most people, and that accessibility gives it a little bit of a higher mark. But it's still not a spectacular beer. But it isn't a beer to shy away from. There's nothing wrong with drinking this beer. There's nothing wrong with trying this beer. Just don't go into it expecting an, oh my god, this is an amazing beer. Unless, I don't know, if you're looking for a Marzen-ish beer, just a beer that you can drink all the time, it's there. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.